Hi, my name's Beth. I wanted to share with you a little bit about my experience at the barn. I was lucky enough 6 months ago to get to join the barn, and with that came a little bit of a commitment to come a couple times a week and be part of the whole experience. And I remember when I got the opportunity, I was really excited because I thought, oh my gosh, this is what I need. But then I got really scared. I kept thinking, what am I going to do? What if I'm not good at this? I've never done this before. What are people going to think? You know, I'm a middle-aged woman, a little bit overweight, and what if I hate it? So I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of fear going into it, and it was really hard for me to kind of overcome that. You know, the excitement didn't quite outweigh the fear in the beginning. I've always been really good at what I do, and so to come and do something new and to not know if you're going to be okay with it, it's kind of a risk. It's kind of hard. So my only experience with cycling was 15 years ago. I walked into a spin class. No one helped me. No one came up to me. No one told me anything about the bike, and I'm sure I set it up completely wrong. And then I got on it, and about 15 minutes into it, I just hated it. I walked out of the class, and I never came back. So I was fortunate enough, I took a training wheels class that Karen provided where we got to come, and there was just a few of us, and she showed us how to set up the bikes and, you know, how to use the monitors and all of that, and that was helpful. I will still say that when I came to the very first class, I scared all over again. I sat in the car for 15 minutes before I came in. I had to like will myself into coming into the class, and it's like, you're going to be okay, you're going to get through this, it's going to be fine, people aren't going to think you suck, it's going to be okay, it's going to be good. But it took that one or two, maybe three classes before I could walk in the door, and it's like I knew where to check in, I knew what to do, and I had a little bit of a comfort level. I still was a bit awkward, but I mean, what I can basically do is give you my best advice. If you want to take the class, you know, and I think you should, it's an amazing experience. Come 15 minutes early. Come right when you can walk in the door. You know, quietly go introduce yourself up to the instructor. Tell them you're brand new. Tell them you don't know how to set up your bike, or you don't know how to set up this particular bike, and they're wonderful. Everybody at the barn is really, really nice. I mean, all the riders are really nice. The instructors are nice. The kids at the front desk are exceptional. Even go ask one of them. They'll help you set it up. Or somebody is sitting on a bike next to you. There's some fun things to do that will help you as well. You get to book your bike ahead of time, so you can actually go online and book a bike in the back row, which was my safe spot in the beginning. It's like I would always pick a bike in the back row. That way nobody could look at my butt. I wasn't as self-conscious that way. And it made it a little bit easier. But the thing that you need to remember is everybody that comes, they're there for their own ride. You're going to have street bikers that are just amazing. You'll see them in class. They're pretty phenomenal. But they're coming in and they're getting their workout and their own special workout. And you're there to do your workout, which is completely different than theirs. And everybody's ride. One of my favorite instructors, she always says, it's your ride, your way. So when you first come, you may not be able to hang like the whole class. I mean, my biggest deal was I would get to class and I'd want to sit on the bike the whole time. I'd want to make it through a whole class. So I would keep all my resistance off and I would just paddle. And I got through that first class, which was pretty awesome. And then I got through my second class, and then I got through my third class. And I really started to like it. I started to actually love it. You know, how I would do it is I would watch the instructor, and I'd be in my seat and I'd be pedaling. It's like, okay, I'm going to try what she did. And so I jump up and I try it, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to sit down. And then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to try that again. Oh no, I'm going to sit back down now. And I hung in there. With the cycling, you've got to come back time after time, and it gets easier and it gets easier, and you get stronger and you do better. And I am now coming 5 days a week. I'm totally addicted. I totally love it. I started a good 45 pounds overweight. I was embarrassed to put those bike shorts on. I looked pretty god-awful. But you know what? I came. The lights are low. The music is great. And I've lost 25 pounds already. I'm stronger than I've been in years. I feel better. I had a knee injury last fall, and I've strengthened my legs to the point that I don't have any more issues with my knee. It's super, super safe. There's different types of classes. I like the CB2 classes that have a little bit of rhythm to them, a little bit of booty tapping, a little bit of, climbing and running. Gives me a lot of variety. I'm not very good at a couple of the other ones yet, but I try, and I keep coming back, and that's the one thing that I can tell you. You might be a little saddle sore the first couple of days, and everyone told me if you keep coming, it goes away really, really fast, and it does. The only thing I can say is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I was terrified. I'm terrified of new things. I don't like to put myself out there. I get really nervous. I don't want people to look at me and think badly of me. I'm so good at so many other things in my life. I wanted to be good at this, and I wasn't at first, and that's okay. So you owe it to yourself. Give it a try. Stick with it. I say at least a month. Don't give up. Come a couple times a week. And you'll probably find that you're going to get addicted to it too. It's just, the people are awesome. I may have trouble dragging myself there some days because I'm not in the mood, or I'm tired, or I got some stuff going on. But I'm never unhappy when I leave. In fact, I'm always ecstatic when I leave because my workout's done. I feel amazing, and it was all worth it. So